Today we are going to alchemize. You're going to learn how to alchemize, transform your money blocks, or an area in your life that you have been consciously or unconsciously stopping, blocking, or rejecting. Now, I'd like you to think about something in your life that you are currently rejecting, that you are currently blocking, that you maybe don't want to receive. This area will probably be creating some mental agitation, maybe some emotional distress. It may be something that you spend time looping on quite a lot. Or it may be something that you've actively shut off from. Now, it's really important that when you do this process, it's something that you are ready for, that you're ready to work with and you're ready to open up to. It may not be that you're 100% ready, but that you know that working on this block is a key to welcoming in your next level. You will know because on some level you'll be shown. But I would like to first share a philosophy that I have. And again, it may not be where you are or what's aligned with you and your point of view. This is just what I'm guided into time and time again. And the idea essentially is that learning how to receive all of life. This has been such an important key and step in my evolution and journey around money manifestation mastery and business creation, is the ability to be in life, to feel safe in life, to fully show up in life, and receive all of life. I spent a long time hiding. I spent a long time self-protecting. I spent a long time judging and criticizing, a long time creating separation between myself and life, myself and others. I didn't feel safe. I didn't feel safe. And I thought that there was good and there was bad, and there was light and there was darkness, right? And it felt like a war, right? Of the light and the dark. And there was a war going on in the spiritual world, in the energy world, in my mind, and in this planet. And any time that I was tapped into my soul's wisdom and soul's guidance when I had a problem or a challenge to overcome, it always guides me back into love, back into unity, which can be a challenge for the ego and the part that creates separation and actually wants to uphold that separation, because essentially we don't feel safe, essentially, right? So part of money manifestation mastery is the ability or the capacity to receive all of life, the good, the bad, the beautiful, the ugly, the light, and the dark. And we start that process by receiving those aspects of yourself. Receiving those aspects of yourself, your own light, your own shadow, right? What you think is good about you, what you think is bad about you, what you think is lovable, or what you think is unlovable. The integration of all aspects of yourself. Because what I found is that within the shadow, within the darkness, within the bad, within the ugly, is actually what grows our roots, right? Which helps us to land into life, into root and ground. And this is where I had my biggest block and biggest sever, and was in a huge amount of resistance to come onto planet Earth and be fully here. So I've learned all of this the hard way. And I wanted to share with you what I'm always guided back into, right? With any pain, with any problem, with any difficulty, with anything that's going on, particularly in the outside world, right? On a global level, right? On a sort of micro level, like within the family, within relationships, with events around the world, with any problem or any stress or any issue. I'm guided into a very specific process time and time again that I would like to share with you today, which essentially is how to alchemize any pain, any problem, and bring it home, back home, essentially back into life, back into love. And it's a very, very powerful process, and it's a very transformational process. It's a very simple process, but a really life-changing process as well. So it's important to me to say to you that you work with what you are ready to work with. And there's some things that you won't be ready to work with yet, and that's okay. And there may be some things that feel too big or too much, too scary, and that's okay. Please listen to yourself. Please honor yourself. We go one step at a time. But where you might want to focus is on a situation, a person, an event, a dynamic that you are judging to be bad or wrong, you are rejecting, withholding your love from, you are protecting against, that feels like a threat of some kind, that feels unsafe. Something where you find yourself self-protecting and going into any of those trauma-based responses, the fight, flight, freeze, fawn responses. So you can decide there may be something in your business, right? Maybe it could be around marketing, or it could be around sales, for example, or it could be around money, or it could be something around any kind of relationship, or like I said, some kind of event. But what I've found is usually around this area will be leaking energy and leaking resources. So it might be leaking your mental energy, your thoughts. You're spending a lot of time thinking about it. It might be leaking your emotional energy. It's taking a lot of emotional energy. This event situation. It might be having a cost to your physical well-being as well, right? It might be creating a cost in your finances, in your business. So again, I'm going to keep it really open, and you can decide what you want to work on or what you want to focus on. Essentially, what we want to do is come back into wholeness, come back into connection, come back into oneness. And this process, I would say, is a leadership training, right? How to show up, how to lead, how to stay present through every situation, right? Through the difficult and also through the good stuff, right? So you become like the trees, right? They stay rooted, they stay grounded, they stay present. Sometimes I look at the trees and think, wow, what have you seen? Hundreds of years of people coming and going, wars, love, all sorts of things going on. They just sit and hold, right? They sit and hold and receive and keep giving life. They keep giving that oxygen to us. And for me, being a heart, body, soul aligned leader, or creating your heart, body, soul aligned business, your heart, body, soul aligned finances requires leadership and the ability to be present with all of it. And we're in a time of a lot of division, a lot of othering, of cancel culture. And when I'm tuning into all of the problems or challenges that are going on the planet, I'm seeing that whatever we're doing is not working, right? It does not work. So what actually creates transformation? What actually creates healing? What actually helps to grow and evolve us? And what actually helps you to create the results that you truly desire? And when I go in and ask those questions, it's never rejection, right? It's never attack. It's never hiding, right? It's never shutting someone out. It's none of those things ever. So we have to get that. It comes down to a choice, like how you want to be and how you want to lead. And in some ways, it's easier to go into a reaction, right? Because you'll have a lot of people as well who will be able to join in those reactions with. But it takes more energy to lead from your heart, to lead from your soul, to lead from your body wisdom, and to anchor and ground deeply into everything that's showing up. And this is what I see in terms of building leadership, but also resilience. To build resilience and to build strength, right? To keep showing up through all of the challenges that are here, that will come. And as well as allowing yourself to stay open and receptive to all the joy and all the pleasure, all the intimacy and all the connection, because they go hand in hand. You can't have one without the other. If you're self-protecting, putting up armor, putting up barriers, it also protects you from joy, love, intimacy, all the good stuff too. I know, it's so annoying. And I tell you, I have, fought this kicking and screaming. My little part that's in self-protection, old trauma patterns, did not want to do this, did not want to give up, right? Because it felt like giving something up, right? But I found that I've gained so much by letting go. And I have fought it. And there's still times I find in my nervous system where I still do. I can feel there's this sort of fight, or this withholding, right? Or the hiding, or the wanting to pull out. Still there. It doesn't necessarily go away. But we want to keep working consciously, being in conscious leadership with that, and really tuning in. Rather than going to unconscious reaction, really tuning in. And this is what I do day in and day out, particularly when there's a problem, particularly when there's a challenge. Now, before we go into alchemizing, what I want to say is this can be a process, right? There can be a process to healing, to growth and transformation. So for example, if you've been overgiving or fawning all over people and leaving your center, it may be a step of evolution for you to create really fierce, strong boundaries, right? To go from one polarity into another. And you might first need to, right, find your fierce no, for example, and all of that stuff. But that is a step along the evolutionary process. And what I'd still say, it's a reactionary process. But eventually we want to mature into a place to be able to sit with total presence without needing all that armor. But again, healing and transformation, we go through like a step-by-step process. We can't go from point 0 to point 100 immediately. It's a journey, it's a process. And this is why you need to listen to your inner guidance, follow your inner guidance one step at a time, and really tune in to where are you making decisions from and how are you making decisions. And it's absolutely okay. You just want to bring in mindfulness and bring in awareness. So I'd like to take you now deeper into this alchemy process. And I'd like you to take an event or take a situation or a problem that's showing up for you that you would like to resolve, that you would like to solve. This is deep shadow work. So you're going to be learning to receive something that feels bad to you, that does not feel good. And this is why it's really important that you listen to what you want to play with and what you're ready to play with. This is a choice. You absolutely do not have to do it. But what I would like to show you is this powerful alchemical process that you can transform the outside world by transforming your inner world. You can transform the outside world by transforming your inner world. And I know you know this, but we're going to go in and do it. So the idea, just as a concept, for example, this is how I am guided over and over again. There may be a war going on somewhere in the world, right? Which there often, usually always is. And when I get very deeply distressed and upset about that, and I feel helpless, I don't know what to do, it's particularly when there's a problem and I don't know how to solve it, my inner guidance always gets me to go in. And for example, if there's an outer war, where is there an inner war? Right? There is an event happening on the outside. Where is that mirrored inside? Or it's the same with things that stress me out, like, white supremacy or the patriarchy, or these very hurtful, harmful systems and structures. My guidance is always calling me to find it where it lives inside of me. which is painful and it doesn't feel good. And I never want to do it. But this is really, really important because we are not separate. Right? We are not separate. We are interconnected with all of life. And there is something incredibly powerful about this process I'm going to take you on. It doesn't mean that you alone are responsible for all the events in the world. No, no, no. But the idea is that we can undo, keep doing our inner work, our transformation work, our alchemical work. And if nothing else, it can help to transform your relationship with events that are going on and stop othering, stop creating separation and working on merging. Right? There'll be things that you will not feel you're able to receive right now. That's okay. But we want to kind of help you with that next level. So particularly in relationships where there is a challenge or a stressful situation, it can be really powerful. So I'd like you to choose, an event, a situation, a problem, a challenge that is going on. I'm going to guide you through this process. So get yourself nice and comfortable if you're not already. And we're going to welcome you in now. So beautiful, beautiful soul, beautiful, beautiful body. I'd like you to take some deep breaths in and relax and let go with the exhale. Slow, deep inhalation. And exhalations. So I'd like you to welcome the situation, or the person, the event that is triggering you, that you're struggling to receive, that you've rejected, or that you're creating separation with. This is a powerful process when it comes to money manifestations, it can be around money. But essentially anything you've had judgment about, that you've been criticizing, that you've been making wrong or bad. And it doesn't mean that there aren't problematic situations, not at all. But we're going to help you to alchemize this because there's a cost to you on your mind, emotions, body, and your energetics. And it leads to energy. And so we're going to do this for you, to liberate you, to free you up, and to empower you, to show up more powerfully, to be a more powerful leader, but also to help you with conscious creation, how your ability to receive and alchemize this situation steps you into a new level of creative power. And how to lead through adversity, how to lead through challenge, how to lead through pain, how to keep showing up when things are difficult. So we're going to welcome that situation or that person or that event or problem in front of you. You may wish to begin with a dump of all of your thoughts, opinions, and judgments to help with the releasing process. So you can journal or just meditate on all your most spiteful, shadowy thoughts, opinions, judgments. The violent thoughts, opinions, judgments that live inside of you towards the situation. It can be a powerful process to free journal, free write, to offload what's you've been holding on to or looping about, being triggered by. So you want to just vent, dump, release This is the part of you that's not spiritual, right? Part that's not so evolved. That's in a reaction, which is ultimately self-protection. So let's let that rip, and we're just going to give that some space. So what are your thoughts, beliefs, judgments, opinions? The unevolved, unenlightened version. The deep, dark shadow within towards this situation. And keep breathing. So you may wish to take longer with this process, but if you're ready, we're going to open up to the next step now. So we vented, released, verbal diarrhea, all the thoughts, opinions, judgments here. And now we're going to begin the alchemical process of radical receiving for revolutionary riches. And so now you're going to open up as much as you possibly can to receive this person, event inside of you. Take this within your body and start to breathe in to any pain or discomfort that you feel. So what you're learning to do here is to receive this person, event, situation in a way that may not be being received, but also receive the aspect of yourself that this event is mirroring or triggering. So you can see, feel, imagine, visualize taking this situation of this person into your body, into your energy system. And we're going to breathe with it and learn how to receive it. But knowing that there will be a mirror, there'll be a reflection of some pain or protection that's been going on inside of you. And where does this live within me? Let's start the process of taking the breath in to your body. I'm going to start to breathe and receive these shadow aspects, these parts that have been disconnected from life, that have been rejected, hurt, or harmed, and open up to receive. Essentially, you're flooding your love, your consciousness, your presence into the shadow, into the darkness, and learning to love and hold and receive the parts of this person or this situation that maybe they can't receive or that is not being received. Going deeper than the surface issue or challenge, going under it, learning to hold it, learning to receive it. And you can see, feel, imagine, or know drawing energy up from the earth beneath you. And I like to see this as nature's energy, or the feminine energy, that is the life-giving energy, but also the energy of death and destruction, that it knows how to transform. It gives life and it takes life. We allow the intelligence of the earth beneath you and the intelligence of nature and intelligence of that feminine power and that feminine energy come in and alchemize. That through your body and through your love, you transform. This is part of your creative power. The power of your heart, the power of your body, and the power of this beautiful planet, as well as the beautiful energies and source that we can start drawing up and breathing life into your body. We're drawing that divinity, that source energy into your body as well to support you, to help you. When you reject outside, you reject inside. And so radical receiving for revolutionary riches, rewiring to receive, is part of learning to receive all of them. And in your receiving, you take that into your body, into your heart, and alchemize it, transform it, bring it back to life. If you wish to. And as you're learning to receive this external situation, you're learning to receive the mirrored aspect of a part of you, a part of yourself you've rejected, a part of yourself you've protected, a part of yourself you've been in separation from. And you are doing this to bring yourself into life. Breathing slow, deep inhalations and exhalations. Check in with any parts of yourself that need extra support and love and care and holding. And so we're making sure you're going right under those parts of yourself and drawing energy up. Receive, receive, receive. And here you're willing to receive parts of life that others are not willing to receive. Your willingness to receive into your body, into your heart, transforms and alchemizes. But you're going deeper than others are willing to go. So breathe, stay present. Breathe into any intensity or discomfort. We keep calling all the beautiful energies from the earth, the universe, keep flooding you in your body as you alchemize, as you transform, as you let go. And a lot of this is historical, that lives in your body, in history, your life's journey, your family's journey, ancestral history, memories that live inside of your body from the past. We're alchemizing on a lot of levels from this one event and this one process. We're transforming the past in the present, opening up space to create into your future. All those energies that have been holding you back, we're letting them go. Free you up to create from a deeper, richer heart, body, soul aligned place. So that you can create what you want, what you desire, what's calling you moving forward. Thank you. Deep breathing, slow, deep inhalations and exhalations. Allowing yourself all the time that you need to rewire, to receive, to transform the old patterns of protection. Calling yourself home, deeper into the body, deeper into your life, deeper into your business, deeper into your bank account. Stepping into new levels of conscious creation, of leadership, activating your innate ability to create, to co-create with life, co-create with the universe, co-create with the earth, co-create with humanity. Breathing, receiving, relaxing and releasing with the exhale. And thank you. In this place of deeper, richer embodiment, you can tune in for any guidance, any wisdom from your heart, from your soul, from your body. Help problem solve, help guide you. Any soulful solutions. Please stay in this process for as long as you need. And then when you're ready, you can begin to come around.